Hello everyone, it's Hannah from Story Kids. Welcome back. I am so happy to have you here. If you've missed any of our recent episodes, they are right down below this video in our Story Kids playlist, as well as on our Story Kids YouTube channel. Also right down below this video are links to our Facebook and Instagram pages so that your parents or guardians or friends can check them out, like them, and watch out for notifications for new videos and share them with other people who love stories just as much as we do. Now I just have to take 1 second to let all you Story Kids know I am still trying my very best to post probably 2 or 3 stories every week. I wasn't feeling very well last week, so that's why I wasn't able to post a new story, but I am back and now I am very excited to share some more stories just with you. So, it has been so hot where I live lately. So, in order to take a break from the heat, we're going to imagine ourselves in winter in someplace cool and read Angelina Ice Skates by Katharine Holabird with illustrations by Helen Craig. Now this is a really cool book because it is part of the Angelina Ballerina series. Some of you might be familiar with it. I know it was one that I really liked growing up. And we always talk about the illustrations here on Story Kids because the story is more than the words, it's also the pictures. I'm not sure if you can see too well, but the book and the artwork has some pieces of glitter in addition to just the drawing. So that is another really cool medium that we haven't talked about. We've talked about paper and pencil, we've talked about collage and paint and markers, crayons, other things that you can draw with. I'm trying to think. We talked about different textures and different fonts of typing, but we haven't talked about glitter. And I know I love glitter, and I bet some of you do too. So we can look at the glitter on the cover as just another form of art that is used in books to tell the story. So already we know there's that glitter represents some snow and maybe some sparkles on Angelina's dress. Okay, so let's jump right into Angelina Ice Skates. Here's some more cover art. Angelina absolutely loved snowy winter days when she could ice skate with her friends on Miller's Pond. The ice sparkled like glass, and they raced across it in pairs, practicing spins and twirls and figure eights. Everyone in the village was getting ready for New Year's Eve, and Angelina was preparing a special ice skating show. Her little cousin Henry wanted to be in the show too, even though he often tumbled off the ice and fell into the snowbanks. Do any of you guys ice skate? I used to really love going ice skating when I was younger, and even still now, but some of my friends ice skate so well. They can do spins and turns and jumps. It's crazy. I would love to learn how to do some of that stuff, but I bet some of you Story Kids know how. We'll need someone to be the Snow King, said Angelina's friend Flora, pirouetting across the ice as the Snow Princess. I'll be the king, shouted Henry, but then he tripped and slid into Alice, who was going to be the Snow Fairy. Whoa! You'd be a better snow shovel, said Alice crossly as she dusted off her skates. Don't worry, Henry, said Angelina. Hold on to me and let's practice skating together. They linked their tails and tried to skate in a circle, but it wasn't easy on the slippery ice. Just then, Spike and Sammy, 2 big boys from school, raced by playing hockey and almost knocked them all over. Hey! Shouted Felicity, but the boys were already gone, laughing and yelling across the ice. Never mind, said Angelina, helping Felicity get her balance. Let me show you how to skate backward. That's so great. Angelina's helping out her friends. But before long, Spike and Sammy tore past again, spraying snow in all directions. When they zipped through Angelina's rehearsal a third time, she got angry. "Please stop interrupting us," she scolded. But the boys just laughed, grabbed Angelina's scarf, and tweaked Flora's whiskers. Oh no, that's not very nice. "Little ballerinas can't catch us," they shouted as they zoomed away. Angelina and her friends chased Spike and Sammy all across the ice, and then Angelina made a huge snowball and hurled it at the boys. Have you ever had a snowball fight before? "Great! A snowball fight!" Spike yelled, throwing one back at Angelina. Then everybody started throwing snowballs everywhere, and soon Miller's Pond was a blizzard of flying snow and shouting skaters. Oh my goodness, that's crazy! There is so much flying snow everywhere. They had so much fun. They stayed until Flora got ice down her neck and Alice's toes began to freeze. Then they trudged back to Angelina's house, feeling tired and frozen. They're trudging. That's a good word. They're like dragging themselves back. They're walking so slow. They're trudging. "What's wrong?" asked Angelina's mother. "Our New Year's Eve ice dance is a mess," said Angelina sadly. "We haven't got costumes or scenery, and Spike and Sammy keep bothering us." "I can help you with costumes," said Mrs. Mouseling. "And maybe the boys are teasing you because they want you to pay attention to them." Angelina was surprised. "That gives me an idea." I wonder what her idea is going to be. Let's see. The next day, Angelina put on her skates and whizzed past Spike and Sammy, snatched their caps, and raced off laughing with the boys just behind her. They were very fast, but Angelina could do all sorts of tricky twists and spins, and just as Spike and Sammy thought they would grab her, she spun out of reach, and they smashed into each other, collapsing on the ice. Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. So she grabs their hat, and they chase her, and they zoom away, and she does some twists and spins, and then they're chasing her, and whoa! They fall. This is an action-packed adventure with Angelina and friends on the ice. Spike gazed Angelina in admiration. "You ballerinas are fast." "Would you like to be in our show?" asked Angelina, tossing back their caps. Spike and Sammy leapt up. "Yes!" they shouted, skating in circles around her. So it was all in good fun. And there they are, rehearsing with all of their friends. Sammy loved doing funny tricks, and Spike, who could skate backward, was proud to be the Snow King. Best of all, they helped Henry build a huge snow fort. "It will make a nice snow palace for our show," said Henry enthusiastically. "What a great idea!" admired Angelina. That is a pretty huge snow fort. I wish I could go play in that right now. And here is Spike skating backward and Sammy doing tricks. On New Year's Eve, the whole village dressed up and came to celebrate. Miller's Pond looked magical as the performers skated onto the ice in Mrs. Mouseling's costumes, and Henry's snow fort gleamed in the moonlight. This is a big picture for you guys. That does look pretty magical, doesn't it? When Angelina danced into the spotlight that night, she felt just like a real snow queen. Spike and Sammy did exciting leaps and jumps together, and Henry was thrilled to be the king's attendant, while Felicity, Flora, and Alice seemed to fly across the ice like delicate snowflakes. Wow, how beautiful is that, right? I always love this picture. At the end of the performance, as the magic hour of midnight approached and fireworks sparkled in the sky, Angelina and her friends wished everyone joy and peace, and they all sang and danced together to welcome in the new year. The end. So what did you think? Did you like Angelina Ice Skates? I know I always loved this one. I feel so cool now. It's like I just was in the snow myself. And you know something? That is the power of stories and imagination. That's one of the reasons that reading stories or listening to stories like the one that I was just reading you is so important. Because we can only ever be in one place at once. But when we use our imaginations and we read a story or we listen to a story, we can transport ourselves to New Year's Eve, to a magical castle far away, to anywhere we want to go. And that way we can expand our minds and learn about other people's experiences and maybe cool down from the heat once in a while. It's really great, isn't it? It's almost like magic, but it's just reading. And we learned from Angelina Ice Skates that it's awesome to help our friends. You all already know this. You're amazing people, and I'm sure you all already help your friends. But be nice to your friends and play with them, because everything worked out so much better for Angelina, for Felicity, for Spike and Sammy and all the rest when they worked together and they were nice and they played, as opposed to, you know, being mean to each other, pulling off each other's hats. They all had fun when they had fun together. So, I hope you enjoyed Angelina Ice Skates by Katharine Holabird with illustrations by Helen Craig. I will be bringing you new stories very, very soon, and I can't wait to see you all very, very soon. That was Angelina Ice Skates, and I am Hannah from Story Kids. Until next time, keep on reading, everybody. Bye-bye.